Hello, in case you didn't know, my name's Emma Lemonn, and today I am in Norwich city centre because I have picked up Norwich's Nooks and Crannies booklet. You can also download this from the Norwich Council website, but I picked up a copy and I'm going to do this walk. So it takes place in 3 parts. There's a little map here that shows where we will be walking. I'm going to do walk A today, which is the northeast of the city, and that is this one. So walk A instructs me to start at the Guildhall, which is this rather lovely old building here. Rather interesting, probably worth me exploring at some point. But the instructions say to start here and to turn down this street, Dove Street. So let's start strolling, shall we? Let's find out where I have to go, actually, once I get down this street. So start by the Guildhall, face downhill, turn into Dove Street, that's what we've just done. And then it says I'm going to turn left into Pottergate in front of the Belgian monk. Oh, and then I need to turn right. Okay, so we're walking down here, Dove Street. So we're aiming to get to St John's Alley. I'll start reading about St John's Alley while we're walking. It said it takes its name from the church St John Madder Market, which was rebuilt in the 14th century with a tower that flies over the alley. A tower that flies. Oh. The church roof had to be replaced in 1876 after the vicar hunted for a gas leak with a lit taper in his hand, which doesn't sound too safe. Right, stop reading for a second, I might be able to walk a bit faster. So what did it say I need to do? Turn left into Pottergate. Okay. So this is Pottergate here, this little cobbled street we're coming up to. So we need to turn left into that, according to my little trusty guidebook, and see what we can see that way. Yep, this is Pottergate. So let's see what it says. Right, there's the the bulging monk. The Belgian monk that's mentioned. So in front of the Belgian monk, turn right into St John's Alley. Right, I see it there, okay. Right, so let's find out more about St John's Alley. So we just heard that bit about the church, which is here, by the way. So yeah, apparently the roof had to be replaced in 1876 when the vicar hunted for a gas leak with a lit taper. That was a silly thing to do, wasn't it? Right, so the Madder Market. Where's the Madder Market? Is it down here? Oh yes, it is. Right, so we're learning about the alley itself here now. I'm sure you'll agree I'm a fantastic tour guide. So yeah, there's the church. The Madder Market was the area where components for the dyeing trade were sold. All the bollards in the area are red because the madder plant produces a red dye. Some have bronze finials with links to past people and events. Okay. Now the problem is there's somebody down there taking photos or film themselves. I think I shall have to pause slightly until they move on. Actually, while I am paused, it says on the floor here that the Friars arms stood here from 1830 until 1895. Presumably that's what the Belgian monk is now. It does look like a nice old building. Come around the front of it to film that too. Right, while we're waiting for those people to come out of the alleyway, perhaps I'll read a little bit more about it. In fact, let's just go down and pass the people who've got their camera set up. Can't wait all day. So that was a nice little arch to walk under. Right, so there's the Madder Market Theatre. So we're talking about the Madder Market here. In 1921, Nugent Monk moved his Maddermarket Theatre from Ninham's Court into an early Roman Catholic chapel. Monk was committed to reproducing authentic Elizabethan staging of drama. Right. This is the area. It's fitting that this was the place where in 1599 the thespian Will Kemp jumped over the churchyard wall. That's here. So he jumped over that. At the end of his 9-day Morris dance from London to Norwich, winning his bet with Shakespeare. Right, so that's the wall he's apparently jumped over. Had to stop filming for a second because I was aware there was a queue of people behind me waiting until I paused my filming so they could walk past, so I had to let them. So, yeah, apparently, yeah, Will Kemp Morris danced all the way from London to Norwich and then jumped over this very wall at the end of it. So, there we go. And here is the back of the church here. In October 1671, the diarist John Evelyn visited the city and wrote, "Most of the churchyards were filled up with earth, or rather the congestion of dead bodies, one upon another, for want of earth, etc., to the very top of the walls, and many above the walls, so the churches seem to be built in pits." Right, nice. This is a cheerful tour, isn't it? This affected the quality of drinking water. The pump near the church had to be moved because, according to the city's first public analyst, the water produced was almost pure essence of the churchyard. Delicious. I'm sure you'll agree. And we're getting a bit of bonging going on. That was good. We came just at the right time for a bit of bonging. So, when we walk down the bottom of here, which we're not there yet, we have to turn right into St Andrew's Street and then cross at the zebra crossing outside St Andrew's Church and then bear right into Prince's Street. Can I remember all of that? Hopefully. So yeah, we're walking down here. Once again, some lovely old buildings. We'll step aside so that you can take them in a moment. I'm sure a building at the bottom of here used to be quite a dodgy shop, if you get my meaning. Yes, oh, it still has the dodgy shop's name above it. Sins. I wonder if it is still a dodgy shop. The windows are all kind of... yeah, it doesn't look like it. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Look at this lovely building. Love the colour that they've painted this. Okay, so we are instructed to cross over a zebra crossing at the bottom here, and then we need to turn right into Prince's Street and then left into Elm Hill. So, I see no zebra crossing. No, I've worked out why there is no zebra crossing here. It says I need to cross over outside St Andrew's Church. So we were supposed to be turning... let me see what it says. Right, it said turn right into St Andrew's Street. Okay, and then it says to cross over outside St Andrew's Church. Right, that wasn't very clear, that we have to walk quite a bit. Whoever wrote this guide, please take note that I don't find it very clear that we had to actually walk down the street to find St Andrew's Church first. I think. Probably, maybe. This is the thing, it's not clear to me as somebody who has just picked up the guide where to be going from here. I'm just going in this direction because I think that St Andrew's Church is in this direction, but it's not clear from the guide. You know, it doesn't say walk along a little while until you get to St Andrew's Church, which I believe is across the road here. Probably find out I'm completely wrong. and that I've been criticising the guide for nothing. But don't think I was criticising it for nothing, because when I came to the end of that road and it said to turn right onto St Andrew's Hill, I believe it should say that you need to walk a little bit until you get to see St Andrew's Church on the other side of the road, because as you can tell, you can't actually see any church at the moment. So if you were, oh, there's the zebra crossing, right. So if you were new to Norwich and didn't really know the area, you know, you'd be thinking, I can't see St Andrew's Church, where is it? Because I believe it's tucked around to the left here. If I'm correct, we'll find out in a moment. Like I said, I might be wrong, and then you can all laugh at me. Here it is, yes. Because of course, those of you who are familiar with my weekly vlogs and have seen me stomping around Norwich, they will know that I frequently come down that road. As St Andrew's Church, the halls they call it now, is being fixed up. Anyway, so it's telling us to cross over this zebra crossing, which is what I am going to do right now. See, I was right. Haha. Don't you just love being right? Anyway, and then bear right into Princes Street and turn left into Elm Hill. So this is Princes Street up here. Lovely little narrow street. You can see, if I stop here, at the end there you can see the spire of Norwich Cathedral. This is quite a quaint little street. Cobbles and narrow old buildings. And then it wants us to, what does it want us to do? Turn left into Elm Hill. So we shall do that in a moment. I have to apologise, I planned to pack my gimbally thing, which has image stabilisation on it. But alas, when I got to the city and looked in my bag to get it out, it wasn't there, so I must have forgotten to pick it up. So, shaky footage it needs to be, I'm afraid. I like that round window on that building on the right there. Okay, so it says turn left into Elm Hill just before St Peter Hungate Church. Do not turn the corner in front of the Britain's Arms, but bear left into the Monastery car park. Okay, so we're turning left into Elm Hill. So there's Elm Hill. So presumably this is St Peter Hungate. Looks like quite a very old church. The front of it there, in my opinion, looks to be slightly on the wonk with that window. Let's have a look. Is this St Peter Hungate Church? Incidentally, on a filming pause, somebody just came up to me and asked me if I was lost. I must look lost. Yes, St Peter Hungate. There we go. The church, as it is now seen, is mainly 15th century, yeah. Thought it looked very old. There's the rest of the street, by the way, which we are not instructed to walk up, but it's rather pretty and picturesque, I'm sure you'll agree. Right, so we have to go down here. Now, let me recap. Do not turn the corner in front of the Britain's Arms, but bear left into... the Monastery. The Monastery car park. I said the Montessori car park. Right, I need to read that again now. Do not turn the corner in front of the Britain's Arms, but bear left. Okay. Do not turn the corner. You need to remember that. Do not turn the corner. Do not turn the corner. Do not turn the corner. Ah, right, there's the corner it's talking about. So we're not going that way. The Britain's Arms is there. A rather nice old place, which is now a coffee house and restaurant. Very picturesque. Elm Hill is a lovely area. All on the wonk, and I love it, you know. Just shows its age because of the fact everything is kind of slightly wonked, basically. The Elm Hill craft shop on the corner there. So, yep. Bear left into the monastery car park. And as you approach the river, we're turning left into the Garth. Sounds interesting. Going to turn into the Garth. So, let's go down here. Right, so there's the river down the bottom there. And was it turned right into the Garth? I've closed my little guidebook now. See if I can open it one-handedly while I'm walking with you. So I don't know what these buildings are. Monastery, presumably. No. I'm trying to open my guidebook one-handedly. Right, so we're turning left into the Garth. He's lucky I checked my book. Maybe I'll let these people go past. They might not fancy being on YouTube. Right, so while we're walking down this bit, I will tell you about the Garth according to the guidebook. This space was the cloisters for the Blackfriars who occupied St Andrews and Blackfriars Halls, now simply known as the Halls. I said that earlier. This is the most complete medieval friary complex in the country. Oh, look at these. These are nice. The Blackfriars were originally established in 1226, just across the river in Colgate. Royal patronage meant they grew and moved to the present site in the 14th century. A fire in 1413 destroyed most of the buildings, and the rebuilding was completed in 1465. Sir Thomas Erpingham, a hero of Agincourt, who we will meet later at the entrance to the cathedral close, paid for the nave. The building survived the dissolution of the monasteries when the mayor, Augustine Stewart, and somebody's about to walk past me, so I shall pause for a second. Well, what did the mayor do? Let's find out. Persuaded King Henry VIII to sell it to the Norwich Corporation in 1538. It has been used for many things since then. One of the most enjoyable is the largest provincial beer festival in the country. Look at this river. Beautiful. Should we walk around there so we can see it a bit better? Right, I'm a bit confused actually. It said to turn left into the Garth. Right, presumably is that the Garth? I don't know. I mean, I can't turn left there. I'll be in the river. There's no way to turn left there. We'll have a quick... Sorry, spinning you around a bit there. I try not to spin you around too much. We'll have a quick look at the river here because it is rather lovely. With the bus going over the bridge. But, nice. Right, so where's this Garth they're talking about? As you approach the river, turn left into the Garth. Okay, backing on ourselves here. Ah, it says East and West Garth. Right, well here we are. This must be it. It was rather pretty. That's the thing about this walk. It's supposed to take you into little nooks and crannies, as it's called, nooks and crannies, that you wouldn't normally go down or notice. And I would never have gone down here. I would have assumed I wasn't allowed, but the guidebook's telling me to, so I'm going to trust the guidebook. Oh. Okay, so I've already read everything there was to read about the Garth, so we shall just have a little stroll through here until I'm instructed to turn right into St George's Street and cross the River Wensum. So let's have a look in here. Oh, this is interesting. I would never have known I could walk through here. This is interesting. Presumably, doesn't say it in the guidebook. I'm using my own local knowledge here. This will be the remains of what was once, well, a garth. Presumably that's what it is, but yeah, walls. There's a lot of bits like this around Norwich because there was all city walls and things like that. So these clearly were the garth of this church. Interesting. Okay, so it says to turn right. So we're going to go through that arch. Whenever I see somebody coming, I'm stopping filming out of respect for them, although of course they are getting slightly on camera, but hey. Right, we can go through this arch here. Just show you where we're going through here. And apparently when we get through here, we'll be on St George's Street and we're going to cross the River Wensum. Well, that was interesting. I'll have to take my little lemon through there. I think you'll like it. It's a nice little shortcut instead of walking sort of the main road. So we're through here. Interesting. So it says cross the River Wensum and then take the diagonal path across St George's Green to enter Friars Quay. So where are we crossing the river? Oh, that way. I know this area. I know this bit. I don't know why I was getting confused. I walk this bit quite a lot. So there's the other side of that building. It's now Norwich Technical Institute, it says, but I think it is part of the university or college now. So we're going to cross the River Wensum. Oh, the lady was talking quite loudly. And then we are going to take the diagonal path across St George's Green, which I know because there's a little playground under here that little Lemon likes. So I do know this area again. Going over the river. Premier Inn over there if anyone wants to come to Norwich and stay and do this walk themselves. This is lovely over here. Water is so peaceful. Right, so let me just... Oh, I have arm problems. I have issues holding the camera, which is why I wish I'd got my tripod-y gimbally thing, because then I wouldn't be in so much pain. I'm suffering pain for you guys. Right, so we're going to walk across here. Try not to film any children. There's a little plate. Okay, this walk is being marred by technical difficulties. Not only did I forget my gimbally tripod-y thing, I also just ran out of storage space, so I've been sitting on a bench and clearing a load of space, and also I'm going to run out of power soon. So what I will do is I shall keep going a little bit longer, and then I'll probably have to cut off and come back and finish this part of the walk another day, but I'm sure that will be fine. It'll give you something to look forward to, won't it? Anyway, we're heading to Friars Quay, so apparently we need to walk down here. And then we need to cross the River Wensum and take... Oh, that's what we've done. Ignore me. We've done that bit. So we're going to enter Friars Quay once we have walked down here. Try not to get run over by that car. Might be a good start. So down here, we're going to look for Friars Quay. Let's have a look. Is it going to be to the right here, perhaps? Is it this? Is that Friars Quay? Maybe, perhaps? I don't know. Friars Quay was built in 1975 as a pioneering piece of waterfront regeneration. I think this might be it. It is characterised by its steeply pitched roofs, as we can see there, square chimneys, red bricks, and intimate courtyards. Where's the intimate courtyards? I fancy an intimate courtyard, I can't see one. French bricks were used because industrial action in the English brickyards at the time. So these bricks were all imported from France. La France, la brique de France. Okay, so that's interesting-ish. So it says once I get round here I need to walk along the riverfront, so that's what we will do. So yeah, I mean, these are okay, aren't they? I do prefer older architecture, but I suppose we've got a bit of history going on here. Get to look at some French bricks. I don't know whether we go that way or this way, but this looks kind of cute. Let's walk through here. Gosh, that sun's a bit bright. I can't see where I'm going. I hope you can. You can guide me. Okay. Oh, is this Friars Quay? Is this Friars Quay, perhaps? Interesting. It's so funny. I'm meeting so many other people who are doing the same walk. I don't know why I'm finding that funny. But it's really lovely. I'm having a chat to everybody as I'm walking around. So this is the bit we're at now. Friars Quay. And there's the water. Hey, pigeons. Pigeons are trying to photobomb my arty shots. So apparently we have to walk round this way. The lady I just met and was speaking to, she said she doesn't like walking next to water, so she was apprehensively walking this way. Where am I? I think I've gone to the wrong page. Pausing for a minute to check my little trusty guidebook, which hasn't been too trusty up until now. So this is a pioneering piece of waterfront regeneration. Walk along the riverfront. That's what we're doing now. And then we're going to turn left into St Clement's Alley in a moment. Unless that's what I just went down. Don't think it was. Seagulls are noisy today. Right. This is lovely. Okay, is this going to be St Clement's Alley here? Hello, bus. Okay, this looks interesting. I think there's people down here, though. Might have to pause the filming if there is. No, there's not. Now, I'm guessing this is St Clement's Alley. St Clement was the third bishop of Rome, AD 91. Legend has it that he was banished to the marble quarries where he baptized fellow workers. He was ordered to be drowned and was tied to an anchor. St Clement's Church, which we haven't seen yet. Where is it? Maybe it's down here. See if we can find it before we read about it. Where are you, St Clement's Church? Where are you? Where are you? Ah, there's a church. Yep, I believe that is St Clement's, actually. St Clement's Church is now home to the Stonemasons Guild of St George, where you may get a glimpse of apprentices working stones in the churchyard. You'll find the Mischief Tavern next to the alley. Let's go and find that then. Let's go and find that before we read any more. Go around this way. Okay, is this the alley? Maybe. Just let that person walk a little bit further. Okay, so it doesn't say which way to go. There is a map that I could follow, but it's difficult to film and read a map at the same time because I haven't got enough arms. We'll try this way. You'll find the Mischief Tavern next to the alley, which was built in the 16th century as the house of merchant Alexander Thurston. So, is this a Mischief Tavern? Let's have a look. This is St Clement's Alley, it says up there. We've done something right. Yay! The Mischief. So, where are we going to go from here? We're turning left. So there's the church again. So apparently, the Mischief Tavern was the home of Alexander Thurston. He was a member of the Guild of St George, as indicated by the emblem over the fireplace. I'm not going in to have a look at that, I'm afraid. The main street frontage was rebuilt at the end of the 19th century when the road was widened for trams. Resembling an owl, the bollard at the Colgate end of the alley is unique to the city. Right, well, I was walking away from it and now I want to go and see this owl. Let's walk back. There we go. You can see the frontage that was replaced. So, an emblem at the end of the alley resembling an owl. Where's that then? Don't see it. This church is bonging everywhere now. Okay, well, I've walked back on myself to try and find this bollard that resembles an owl, and I can't see it. However, the alley goes two different ways, so I don't think I was supposed to come out onto this street here. I'm going to pop round into Colgate, which it does say we need to turn into Colgate, but I think it was expecting me to have... Well, it's a bit confusing because it talked about the Mischief Tavern, so I went and looked at that, but I think it was expecting me to double back on myself. There's the gardens of the church, sorry. I think I'm getting in people's way, although there was space behind me. The lady could have walked, but never mind. So, yeah, the alley comes out, it also comes along this bit here. So I am wondering if I'm going to find this owl resembling bollard over here at the end of this bit of the alley. Let's have a look. Well, that doesn't look like an owl to me. No, does it look like an owl to you? Oh well. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Turn left into Colgate and then right into Musbowl Street. So this is Colgate. Doesn't tell us anything about Colgate. But we walk along here. So we're going to turn into Musbowl Street and then turn right again into St George's Alley. Where are you, Musbowl Street? Can't see it yet. I guess we have to keep going a bit. That's Calvert Street over there. We don't want that one. It's lucky streets were widened for trams and things, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get all these big lorries down them, would you? I'm going to cross the road here. Right, hopefully, because this one says it's Calvert Street. Hopefully, the next one will be Musbowl Street. But I don't know. That's Calvert Street that we're not instructed to go down. Nice old brickwork there. Right, oh hang on. I paused there because I didn't want to be filming someone with a pram. But this is a church here, yet another church. St George Colgate. So what's this street here? This is St George's Street. Okay, so it's not this one either. We'll keep going. We're looking for Musbowl Street. As I've told you about 50 times now. You're probably getting sick of me saying it. Right. Are we going to find a Musbowl Street here? Yes, yes. I was actually thinking, if this isn't Musbowl Street, I'm going to stop and look at the map, but we found it. Right, so we're about to turn into here and then right into St George's Alley. Right, so here is Musbowl Street and the Weaver's Arms is here by the look of it. There's pubs tucked around in all sorts of places in Norwich. So it says to turn right into St George's Alley. Okay, that's what we're looking for next. Is it through this gate? Is this St George's Alley? No, it looks like that's just going to the churchyard. There's a gate at the end there. Ah, hang on. There we go. So we're along the side of this church. And I'm going to guess that this is St George's Alley. Because it looks like an alley next to St George's. It doesn't say it's St George's Alley. I'm going to assume it is and take the risk. So apparently we go down here and then it says to cross St George's Street into Lowes Yard. It used to be slums apparently. At least the slums had a church, hey? Oh, there we go, Lowes Yard. There we go. It says it on the building up there. Are we going in there? I'm not sure if we are. Let's have a little read. Slum clearances by the City Council meant that the original Lowes Yard was demolished in 1937. The modern yard passes behind Bacon House, which has 15th century origins and was developed into a substantial courtyard mansion. And that was in the mid-17th century. It was once subdivided and used as a shoe factory, an industry that dominated the area at the time. In the 1970s, it was rescued from dereliction by the City Council, which converted it into flats, a studio, a private members club, and a store for the Civic Portrait Collection. So, right, I guess this is it. Nice old windows over there. Now, are we supposed to walk through here? I do not know. Yes, we do. Because it's telling me to turn right. No, it's not. It's telling me to turn left into Calvert Street. And I believe this is Calvert Street because we walked past it a minute ago. And then it is telling me to turn right into Golden Dog Lane. Now, as I mentioned, technical difficulties mean my battery's going to run out at any second. So we shall be continuing this walk, no doubt, in a future video. Please do tune in for that. In fact, I will, when it's ready, I will put a link to the video here so you can just go straight to it. But for now, I will leave you in suspense as to whether I found Golden Dog Lane Yard, whatever, or not. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.